Hi guys, today we're going to look in the book of 2nd Chronicles again, chapter 26, verse 1 through chapter 28 to verse 27. And this is where it starts with another king that comes into leadership. He was King Uzziah, and he served from being 16 years old on, and he had a great mentor, a great elder named Zechariah. And Zechariah really fed into his life, which gave him great success. It's one of the reminders that God will send people into our lives to actually walk us through things, but also to empower us and equip us to do the things that God has called us into. So you wouldn't think a 16-year-old could actually lead a nation, but he had a great elder in Zechariah, and he was very successful and obeyed God. Therefore, he had much fame. In fact, it talks about in these chapters that his fame spread throughout the land. There was no technology then. It was just the fame of him having success, of God being on his team, God being on his side, and there was this great blessing that came until he himself got caught up in all of his own fame, and it was a fame that actually led to his downfall. There's a few things in life that we find all through the scriptures of leaders and people that actually don't finish well. Fame is one of them. Fame can sometimes produce a pride, which was the downfall of many kings, and he was no different. And he became so arrogant that he would rage. And at one point, he began to rage against the people, and in the midst of his rage, he actually broke out in leprosy on his forehead, and it scared everybody, and they went running. And that's how he finished. He finished as being the king, the one that was known for having leprosy. After all of that fame, and after all the things that God did with him, and he had some sons, and his sons Jotham came into leadership, and he led for 16 years, and he had another son that came into leadership and led for 16 years. Jotham was godly, and Ahaz was not godly. And so you see again where there's choice, and that they had a father that started out well, that didn't finish well, and they learned from that. But then again, we see where the prophet of the Lord comes in, where God again sends a prophet, which God will do in our lives, that he'll send somebody to encourage us, to warn us, to almost give us chances to turn towards the Lord and to have success. And there was a prophet named Obed, and he came and he said, hey, listen, your actions, your rage, the way that you're acting has actually got the attention of heaven. And it was the anger that actually got the attention of heaven, which is interesting because sometimes we think that it's only good things that gets heaven's attention, but it got heaven's attention by all of the anger, the rage, and the self-sufficiency and the reliance on their own. So I think just a good reminder for us today is to know how we start. Having people around us is really important to keep us on the right track and to keep it successful in this life, but also that our decisions actually have the power to get the attention of heaven. And that's a pretty cool reminder for us. All right, have a good day.